The founder series is me and hopefully other founders just sharing the answers to 3 questions. What was difficult? What was good? And what did we learn from the previous week? And hopefully this helps somebody else.
Well, I think getting a proposal and an agreement with the customer is good. It's always good. This is what I've been working on for a few months. So it's good to finally get it to the point that we're actually agreeing terms and start dates and all that stuff. So that's good. Probably on the what's been rough this week has been sick with bronchitis for about 7 days, which is very unusual. And it's quite frustrating because there's a lot of things I wanted to do and I haven't touched any of it. And there's always stuff to do. And the backlog always gets bigger. But when you're sick for a couple of days and you've got to rest, and I did rest. I mean, normally I try to work through it, but I find often when you work through it, you actually make worse quality stuff. So I took the time off, which has been, good, but it's still that frustration of all the things I wanted to do. But at least the summer's out. So the sun's been out and, that means longer days and potentially longer working hours. The taking a break isn't actually as bad as you think.
It's necessary sometimes.
It is necessary. Look, I've still worked a little bit, but I've worked and I've slept, and I've worked and I've slept. And instead of trying to push through, I've taken the break and I haven't done the calls or sent out the document, or I've just said I'm sick. I'll do it next week or whatever it is. And most people are okay with that. I think it's a good thing. I think it's good to have a break. And I've seen it I'm on antibiotics now, but I was just looking at the data because I use the Aura Ring and I was looking at the data and I could see where I've recovered. Yesterday, it's the first time I've slept, because normally when I sleep, I set a timer, like I give myself 20 minutes and I'll sleep, and then I'll start sleeping and then I'll be like, okay, actually I need an hour, so I'll sleep for an hour. But yesterday was the first time I said, I'm just going to close my eyes and I'll wake up when I wake up. And it was the most fitful sleep I've had during the day in a long time I can remember, probably prior to kids. So yeah. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying Fixer.
Yeah?
I've paid for it now because I cancelled. There's still stuff that Fathom was doing really well, but for example, it takes a whole recording of the meeting. Fixer doesn't do that, but I paid the whatever it is to get Fixer on, and I connected all my email addresses to it, and I have like no email to go through. It's just sorted all out, and then I just go look at the drafts, and I fix those things. It actually has just removed a whole whack of anxiety because I don't have to worry about email now and going through it.